as we continue this one. Folks watching on that WNT TV, no interruption there. But if you're coming right back to us, Lucas Vercasso-Werner comes with a nice break and run there, takes the lead for the first time in the match. 9-8 now.
Yeah, took a little off there, but going to get a shot at the 2. Close quarters as well. A lot of times it's all about that first shot. Certainly this one here is going to pose a little bit of a problem, but is playable. He's going to draw across. Got to get the speed right. Tell you what, though, if he dresses up on the 3 nicely, really opens up the rest of the rack.
Really nice there.
Perfect.
And you can see Lucas really starting to feel it.
That's what we talked about earlier, picking up the pace later in the match.
Yeah.
Hoy will do the same, but Hoy's kind of had that lead and now really kind of sweating bullets, I'd say. Hoping for some kind of chance at the table sometime soon.
Tell you what, Lucas put a great package together in his match earlier with Emil, and this would be a great time to do the same thing. Falling really nicely here. Right on the backside of the 9-ball. This will put him on the hill. Jeremy.
Oh, no, to 13.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We still got a little ways to go.
We got a little ways to go. I'm thinking 11 here.
Excuse Mike, he's been doing it all week. He's really been the man, making everything happen. Of course, several people here making everything happen. Staff's been awesome here at Raxx. Referees, our tournament director, you behind the mic and with the technical stuff, and of course the players and fans.
Yeah, these events really just a group effort, Jeremy. You know how it goes. Everybody plays their role and going to do their part to make this a success. And I think the folks here at Raxx and the In the Box team definitely delivering here, along with the support of those sponsors. And the In the Box Open ranking event coming down to these 2 players. And again, we started just this past Friday. And final 16 started today, down to just 2 players. And we got Lucas Vercasso-Werner 10-8 ahead of Naoki Oi. And a chance to really pull ahead here. I mean, he's really just been breaking great. And if he can continue to do so, Naoki Oi can really just look on. Now, Jeremy, the 2-ball on the wing this time. Now, where can we expect to see that arrive? Or where's Lucas looking to send that?
That ball gets kissed quite often. Watch I believe it's the 8-ball coming across. See how it gets kissed in? Ooh, and talk about one you don't want. Just at the wrong time.
Really tough stuff right there for Lucas. It's a little momentum behind him and pushes it right back down.
Yeah, it's the gamble of that break shot, the cut break, the 9 on the spot. Not a whole lot of worry here. I mean, he's got a little bit of work from the 6 to the 7, but his first few are pretty easy. Could just stun over between the 7 and 5. Assuming that's what he'll do.
He's taking a look around. Boy, he doesn't want this to slip away from him. Some of the simplest layouts really can get the better of the player in some points.
Yeah, I think he's kind of overthinking it a little bit. I mean, you can easily go one rail off the 6 in between the 8 and 9 back up for the 7, so I wouldn't try and get tricky here. I think it's just a little stun over between the 7-5 and like that.
I mean, perhaps just a hair of shell shock saying, how did I get down 10-8 here? You know, trying to give a little bit more respect to all of these shots, as simple as they may be. Try to regain some of that confidence in the back arm and really just do what you do.
Yeah, it even looks to me like he can come off the 6 and with spin and go off the bottom rail to the right side rail if need be, or if he desired. I think I probably, if he's dead straight, of course he's not going to do a whole lot, but if he's got a little angle, he may follow this 2 rails out and get a little closer to the 6 ball, I think. Doesn't have to, but
I think he might just stop the ball, Jeremy.
yeah, that's okay. Depends on how he wants to play the next shot, I think. Okay, he was just making sure he got the angle he wanted. Now, obviously, he wants to avoid the 8 and 9. Now, I think he can apply that side spin, but I think he's going to stay away from that. Just kind of go one rail towards the right. I like that. Just kind of take what you get, whether it be the side or the corner. Should be close quarters.
He looks to be okay here. Doesn't really need to do anything fancy. Wants that to come down a bit. I think he's okay here.
Yeah, just dig on the ball a little bit. Shouldn't be a real problem.
Yeah, you have plenty of room there. So Naoki Oi in position. 10-9. And again, racing to 13 in our final matchup. Had me confused a moment ago. It's our first race to 13. All day we've been racing to 11. And first 2 days racing to 9 with the alternate break. I'll tell you, these players earned their seats in this final matchup. And again, you are watching the In the Box Open. This is a WNT 9-ball ranking event. And we're here at Raxx in West Hempstead, New York. And I am Mike DeMarco from Ship the Cast. Joining me, Jeremy Jones. And we're watching the final 2 players of the In the Box Open. You got Lucas Fracasso-Werner and Naoki Oi, who is going to be your breaker in rack number 20. And don't forget, if you are watching on the social platforms, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And I'll let you know when we go live, so it's not so hard to find us. All right, Naoki ready to break us off here. Again, we've seen 2 break and scratches from Naoki Oi. Bottom of the table. Not so much this time.
Yeah, the pink's going to cut off the pocket that he wanted, it looks like anyways, but man, he's in a good position on the 2. Don't know if he'll tack, though, without that upper left pocket available. Well, it's the type of shot he likes, I can tell. He's going to try and go 3 rails around the pink.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like what he's eyeing up here.
Now, is he trying to go on the backside or inside the pink 3 rails like that? Yeah, and he followed it right on in. Split the wicket with both the 2 and the cue ball.
Wow, unbelievable. It's like he set up a trick shot.
Wow.
Chased it right in there. What a turn of events. And again, back and forth as we edge closer to the end of this race to 13.
Didn't really even consider the safety. I know he likes the shot, likes that type of shot. Doesn't fear it. But, I mean, is that also a little bit of Lucas in the mind saying, hey, this kid's playing really well. Feel like maybe things are going his way a hair. Do I keep him in the chair?
You know, I kind of agree with that sentiment, Jeremy. I think it might be.
Uh-oh. Big mistake from nowhere, trying to get just too good on the ball for no reason.
Well, he's going to get a chance. Get some redemption here, perhaps. And possibly a shot for the highlight reel.
Wow. Something I didn't expect. He's been so solid with his not only decisions but guarding against something a little haphazard. But
yeah, I mean, I think that's a little bit of that pace where, you know, he gets excited that he can kind of smell the blood in the water. Hey, I'm going to run this out, and, you know, fires a ball in, and then overalls just a hair. Just kind of going to get a hold of that.
yeah, he's been a little heavy on the jumps. He had one knock off the table and a couple other ones that weren't his best. Needs one here.
He delivers, but he's going to have to come with another great one here, Jeremy.
Yeah, and there wasn't a whole lot of choices there. Just make the ball and take what you get. Yeah, and it's the kick into the top rail, the side pocket's right in the way of that second rail you want to feel. I don't like the jump very much from that distance. I think it's too easy to foul. Got to go one rail off the top cushion, I think.
Yeah, he might be afraid of hitting the point of the side pocket.
Yeah. He's going to dig on this maybe. Try and draw one rail behind the 8-9. Coming across the 6. What he's looking at now, I think. Yeah, but the good thing about, say you go to the center diamond on the top rail, maybe put a hair of right spin. If you cut the 6 at all, you could make it, but the cue ball is going to continue downward, right? And you're hoping the 6 kind of gets back up a little bit some kind of way or another.
Yeah, there's a little bit more upside going that route. I can agree with that.
Yeah, the side pocket is in the way. The 2 rail are real natural. I don't think I'd try to involve the second rail here. If it happens going after the 1 railer, that's one thing, but he's trying to go 2. So he's going to have to kill the cue ball here with a little bit of left spin. Oh, what a hit.
This might come out.
Really good.
He's left him in a tough spot here. I mean, I think you just cut the 6 up table, try to arrive behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, but that's cutting the 6 right towards the side. This is odd. This is very odd. Hit it beautifully.
Look at the speed control.
Checked it with the spin.
Yeah, he did. Really nice shot there. I mean, in this case, Jeremy, I feel like you got to 2-rail it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, that's kind of the only natural line I can see here, but he's looking at this like he wants to try to go between these.
Jump it. That's what he was looking at. But that kick to the side rail, he's missed a few of those.
Yeah, so maybe he's shying away from that approach at this point. He hasn't really had success. Tell you what, the whole building here, Jeremy, involved in this match.
Yeah.
The whole building. Really nice.
Well, it's funny. It looked like it was a huge European contingent, not only in the final 16, but just a lot came to play in this event. But it's an American and Japanese player in the final.
Can he get coverage here?
No.
6-ball needs to really roll. It's not going to get there. So control back to Mr. Naoki Oi. And that was all a byproduct of over-rolling position there for Lucas to get on the purple. And this will tie us up 10 games apiece. There it is. Well, tell you what, race to 3 for the title, cash, and the clout. Really great match between these two, Jeremy. This has been a nice battle. They've really had some nice back and forth and, a couple of errors back and forth, but you kind of want to see that. It, kind of puts that drama into the match for us, and we're really getting a treat here.
Yeah, we've seen a variety of pool as well, so it's not just been a bunch of breaking runs, and been a lot of battles, a lot of grinding for position and safety battles and whatnot.
Yeah, I think that's a necessary evil in quality pool, and you see what a player does in those tough situations and how they redeem themselves and recover from those poor positional efforts. And we're going to be heading into rack 21 right now. We're tied up 10 games apiece. Tell you, whoever wins this one definitely earned it. And here we go. Boy, to break. Tied up 10 apiece. Look out, 9-ball. Not going to have the gas to get there.
Yeah, great spread, really. Made 3 on the break.
Tough spot with the 2-ball again, though.
Yeah, this is, I don't know. I mean, push out near the purple, mate. I don't know. This is difficult. Could he push out for a kick over here? That's what I was saying, over here on the right rail right there, to push out some type of kick from behind. Probably gives this up if he is fully snookered, I would think. But, boy, what's a lot for him to do? I mean, didn't have a lot to offer. Didn't want to offer too much to Lucas.
Yeah, I think that if I'm Lucas here, I think I have to give this back. It's tied up. They both have equal amounts of pressure there, so put the pressure shot on Oi. I mean, if you leave this shot, you're not going to want to shoot it, so might as well go give it right back. Let him do it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Lucas is going to give it right back. And, I mean, you can get fortunate here. You can also come with a good shot, but I think in this predicament, I agree with Lucas giving it back. What do you think, Jeremy?
Yeah, I think he's supposed to. I mean, there's no guarantee on the kick. I like really spinning into this where the cue ball might drift behind the 8. He hit it lighter, and he cut it. He's going to need some help. Not easy, but definitely one he's going to shoot at, you would think, to the lower right. Can he not gain position going that way? Maybe bump the 4 off 2 cushions? I don't know.
Well, if there's any type of offensive shot, you better believe he's going to swing here.
I think he's supposed to.
Just going to double check his lines here, and that's the stuff I like to see from Lucas. becoming 2 rails. Tell you what, I didn't think he could hold it with that sharp of a cut, but he did real well.
Yeah, that's a great touch, especially those types of shots are just as nervy as the harder ones, you know, with speed when the pressure's on. Yeah, good speed there, perfect. Just draw the cue ball back.
There's another great opportunity to take a lead here, but neither player really took a big lead in this match. I think the biggest lead we've seen is maybe just 2 games.
No, I think Hoy had a 5-1 lead, I thought. Yeah, pretty
yeah,
sure.
Early on. Yeah, you're right.
Look at this shot. I guess he didn't want to draw the ball. I don't think it's that thin, not a problem, but I thought for sure he'd cue down and draw the ball there. Yeah, I think he had a 5-1 lead. Came back 5-3, then 6-3, then 5-6-4, and then he started to catch him, I believe, at 8.
Perhaps it was just the pace of the match early on. These guys were kind of running around a little bit, coming off of a win. So as the match progressed, I think they kind of felt the heat a bit, and a couple of back and forth exchanges there. Tell you what, though, it's been really neck and neck since that time, right around that 6-5 mark.
Yeah.
At 11-10 right now.
Always stepped away, but he'll make it quick. Long race for these guys.
And as we approach these final few games, I just want to remind you about KC Memorial. You can come right here to Raxx. It's a 1,000 added event, and that's for all players. It's April 4th and 5th. You can come hang out with me and my man John Francisco right here at Raxx. 510 Hempstead Turnpike. And you can play on the same table you're seeing right here. And we will have that event broadcasting right here, so you can kind of get the same player experience. Really looking forward to that. And Lucas Fracasso-Werner just 2 games away from a W here and a title. And Yuki-Oi needing 3. So close. But I'm sure we're going to see a lot of drama going through these last few games. Sometimes I like to see a clean match, Jeremy, but in this case, I really like the back and forth. I think it's a nice storyline for whoever takes this down.
Yeah, it's been a high-quality match in every way, really. Entertaining, great shots. A few lead changes, couple lead changes. Hoy would like to see another. They both stuck to their side of the box. They've not changed. Which really, I think Lucas only missed the one once.
Yeah. And see if he can deliver again.
Yeah, he's going to get the 2 balls down. The 9 ball, looking here.
How about that? Lucas Fracasso-Werner, 9 on the break. Tell you what, I guarantee you somebody out in the pool world called that.
Yeah, and that puts him to the hill. 12-10.
Perhaps this is a little bit of the pool karma coming back after that match we were talking about earlier. Lucas was edging closer, and his opponent had a couple of quick combinations, like 3 shots in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, that was at the Hanoi Open last year to get to the final 32, I believe it was. And crazy match. But I've seen a few of those. Now that one's about as brutal as it gets, right? But I've seen a few of those with Lucas the past couple years. But he's just a fighter.
Yeah, this is definitely a street fight right now, and Lucas getting a little fortune there, but he hit him good. You know, the cue ball wasn't haywire there. And I'll tell you, even if it hung up there, the 3 ball was right next to it.
Yeah. No, his break has steadily gotten better. The spreads, the shots, obviously here at the end have opened up. Oh, he just would take anything to get out of the chair. Just anything, really.
All right, here we go. Lucas Fracasso-Werner, ranked 23, and he's on the hill, 12-10 ahead.
Caught that one a little thin. I think the bank does go. The 3's going to be over the pocket, so a decision to make, but I think it's an easy decision, really.
Yeah, I think you got to be a shooter here, Jeremy. You're on the hill. You got the opportunity. You don't want Oy to get out of his chair. You make one bank shot, and the rest is kind of there.
Yeah, the 3's up a little bit, though. Can he follow this, really, how it makes the bank a little bigger pocket, or does he have to hit down on this and kind of go around the 8? Looks like he's going to follow, so he may bump the 4, maybe. Oh, he hit it perfect.
Look at this. Looking pretty good here, Jeremy.
Yeah, really good. That's why you keep fighting at the beginning. Things will turn around towards the end, and they certainly have. Of course, Lucas has had a lot to do with that. Played a little bit of an odd one there. I don't know if... I guess he was saying to himself he could fall either way. The 6-9's a pretty easy combo, I think. Now he may be forced to move the rock.
He's got a little angle away from that rail. Maybe he doesn't have to come down table so much, but as long as he gets to the left side of the table, it can be all right.
Yeah, but can he get the power on it left-handed, like dressing the ball? He's looking at the 6-9 combo. If he just cinches the 5, holds the cue ball there. What I thought, he just kind of got down and shot it kind of quick, the pink 4, but...
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in the previous rack, though. You know, got down kind of quick, and he ended up hooking himself, played the jump shot. Really ended up finishing that, but he's going to use his extension here. Try to get some comfort with the shot.
I like this better and then drawing over for the 6 in the lower right, because you can kind of, you can get a little more speed on it drawing the ball, kind of take a little more cut on the ball, maybe use the side rail to make the angle a little greater. Yeah, he's going to get perfect. Not
Look
perfect,
at this.
but good, really good.
And I kind of like that. You know, he has to stop, take the extension.
Kind of sized up.
Yeah,
He showed us how. Sorry, Mike.
Oh, this is looking like final 3 balls. Nothing standing in his way except for himself. Look at this. And he's rolling into shape on the 9 ball here. Still got to make this ball. All right, here we go, Jeremy. Lucas Fracasso-Werner for the title. There you have it right there. Lucas Fracasso-Werner takes down the event here at Raxx in New York. What a great event. Great finish. And this New York crowd really showing some love. And young Lucas has to be thrilled, performing very well to get there. And of course, congrats Naoki Oi, going the distance, making it through to the finals. Jeremy Jones, thank you so much for joining us this weekend. Really was a pleasure having you with me.
It was great, Mike, and really, what a final. A lot of great matches throughout the week. I think hats off to everyone here involved, including yourself.
All right. Folks, congratulations to these two players making it to the end. Lucas Fracasso-Werner, your champion. And I am Mike DeMarco from Ship to Cash, and I'm going to head out, take a little breather, but I am going to let you guys sweat the remainder of this ceremony here as they present the trophies to these players and kind of just finalize everything. So you guys can wreck up all the chats that you want, put all the things you want to say out there, and I'll pop back in and check on you just a little bit. But for now, enjoy the winner's circle over here as these guys present the trophies. Catch you next time.
we're back.
Everything that's happened over the last year is going to come to an end. Some team of amateur pool players are about to win $100,000. That's pretty special.
8 runners southbound are your national champions.